Hello, this is Eartrash, and this is going to be a quick video showing you how to use macros in Ableton Live. So I'm just going to get straight into it. I've got a high pass filter on a drum rack here, or on a drum group should I say. And it's basically just to cut the low end out at certain points before the drop and for builds and stuff. So I'll give you a listen of what I'm wanting to do. So I'm going to do something like that, but when it's in this position here, you can see that it's cutting off sort of sub 40, sub 30 hertz, and I don't really want it to do that. I'm wanting it to turn off whenever it gets to that position. And one of the ways you can do this is with macros. So first thing you want to do is you want to get this into an effect rack, and to do that you just press Control G. So it's now in its own effects rack, and then when you click this macro button here, you can see your knobs. And I want to assign the first one to macro 1, so I just right click, map to macro 1. And I'm also wanting to macro this on off button here. So I'm going to right click that and map that to macro 1. So now when this macro is all the way to the left, you'll see that the device is off, and it doesn't actually turn on until it gets to there, which is the midway point. But by that point our frequency is already being cut like so, and we're not really wanting it to be like that. So what I'm wanting to do is have it so that when it's at this position it's off. So if you go to the map mode here, you can set minimum and maximum settings for your parameters. So on this first one here, the device on, I'm going to put that to the minimum of 1. There we go. And then just unpress that. So now it's off here, but as soon as we touch this knob, it comes on. You can see the thing changing there. So basically when it's down like that, the filter is completely off, and then as soon as we move it, it comes on. So that's a pretty cool thing you can do. It opens up a lot of doors, because now you can do things like, I'll show you, I'll put in some reverb after this. So you could put in some reverb after this, for example, if my computer had these up, and map the, say, decay time, map that to the same one, and then we could say, well, when it's here, we don't really want that much reverb. We'll find out what the minimum amount of reverb we want is. Let's just say we want to do the same as the other one. We want it to be off when it's at that position. So we'll map the off button to it. Go to the map and set the device on to 1 for that as well. And then we'll tell it that the minimum value for the reverb, say 300 hertz, and the maximum, we don't want it to be 60 seconds, that's a bit extreme, so we'll put it down to 15. And the control button still works in the this macro settings here, which is quite cool, so you can fine tune it, or you could type it in, I think. You type in, yeah, you can type in values as well. Okay. It's a fail. So yeah, so now we've got a minimum value of 300 and a maximum of 14. So now when we use this, we should notice that the reverb comes on and increases as the frequency goes up. And if you decide that, for example, that this filter is going up too high, like we don't want it to be up here, maybe the maximum we want it to be about there, so you just look at this number here, 959. So yeah, 1 kilohertz. So we'll set the maximum value for that to 1 kilohertz. Like so. And now you should notice that this has got more give in it. Yep, so it only goes up that far on maximum. So that's something worth playing about with. You can do some really cool stuff with this, like if you use Massive, for example, or Operator, and you could really fine tune your macros and get it to do crazy things every time you do that with one of these knobs. You could do like 100 different things, and because you're using the map mode here, you can set the values for it, so nothing's going to be too over the top. So hopefully that's helped. If you liked the video, as always, please give it a like and share it about and that. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.